Hey, we're at the Barbican today, and we're here at the Apps for Good Awards. I am here with...
My name is Carrie George. I'm head teacher of Westfield Junior School in Yateley, Hampshire.
How have you had to adapt your resources to suit the younger audience?
Okay, the most important bit that we've had to adapt is the business plan for the children because they found that quite difficult. So the way we've adapted it is by breaking it down into smaller sections. The children particularly needed support with understanding how they could generate income because obviously you could charge nothing for your app, you could partially charge or you could fully charge. And there was a lot of work to go with that to make children understand, to explore the apps that were out there and to see why they would be charging and to work back from that. Once they'd got that understanding, you were able to move forward. But that sort of thing needs to be broken down for children at a younger age to help their business plan become more viable, particularly when they're going to be up against children who are perhaps doing their GCSEs or their A-levels in it.
What part of the course would you say your students found the most challenging?
I think they found probably the marketing quite interesting and challenging because we had to explain about marketing to them and what was actually manageable, because our children have the most creative ideas. Now, whether those ideas will work was a challenge for my teachers, because actually knowing whether technically they'll work. So that's where our experts came in. We had an expert Skype from Uganda, and our children were able to pitch their ideas, because some of the time we were like, wow, brilliant idea, but would that work in practice with the technology? Because the children's ideas are ahead of our technical expertise to know whether they would work in practice. And that's what makes this programme fantastic for the younger children, that they're not worried by the practicalities of it. They have the ideas, and then we had to worry about, well, could that actually be done or could that not be done? And that's where the experts came in.
Can you tell us a bit more about how you use your experts in particular?
Well, we had expert Skypes this year from Uganda, and that was what we specifically used them for the children to pitch their apps to them and for them to ask questions and to see if they were actually viable, because some of their ideas were even beyond us to know whether they would work. And certainly last year we had Bob Shakai, who was brilliant, who came to the school, and we used him. But what we then did is we then went to our parenting population, and we got loads of those people in as well to be dragons and ask questions over and over again, so that the children refined, a bit like a funnel, and they refined and refined and refined.
So what tips would you give another primary school about to deliver the course?
Okay, this course is all-consuming because it's real, it's relevant and it's motivating, and once you get into it, the teachers as well as the students are going to be excited about it because it's real learning. So what I would say is, first of all, really planning what you're going to do, because it's going to take more time than you anticipate if you're going to do it properly. But actually, in terms of what the children are going to get out of it, it's real learning in a real context with real audiences. And so if you examine your current plans for curriculum and learning, I think you'll find that this has more relevance. And what happens is that the children are so excited and motivated by it that they want to do more. You've then got to make sure that you've got the expert Skypes and the questions, and children often don't know how to introduce themselves on Skype, or what if a person says to them something they don't understand. So there's a lot of nuances and hidden learning going on. It's almost the hidden curriculum coming to the front about how to introduce yourself and all those key skills we need for later life, because Apps for Good is more than just coding, it's more than just marketing, it's more than just a business plan. There's a whole education interwoven in this programme, and that's what makes it such a fantastic programme. And as a school, next year with the new curriculum, we've ensured that this is interwoven, and we could see that going through the school. I don't think it's limited to even age 10.
If you can get one bit of advice to a teacher who's going to follow up this next year, what would you give them?
The advice would be, this is a programme for your community. Get them in. Get them all helping and supporting your children. Get on this programme quickly. It will be beneficial to learning for all.